sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. They start the drive with Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll be marked down at the 26 yard line. So that changes things on the goal line. Now from all the way down inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now the throw here to his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A nice gain at 21 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set off 1st and goal.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Again, it's Cook trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete bat. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coach.
To the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Vikings at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Second and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A first down throw for Cousins. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins, the quick slot caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Cousins now from the 50. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they have just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it back. They looked on both sides. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not as
got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
No gain on the play there. Second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. So a potential momentum shifter there. Looking at a 2-score lead, 4th quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
Because this game is still very much in the balance. Putting one side into this point. If these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
Following the interception, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They got 29 yards that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Jakobi Meyers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Fields fielding, holding by Claypool. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going
in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they're trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Vikings are going to get the football here. So this offense, a two-score lead here in the third quarter. Potentially looking at big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And out across midfield. Across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Cousins gives way to Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Cousins on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. Extra point now by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, what a turnaround. Comes into the lockers with a nice lead.
So when you start to watch your neck, you start out with hesitate to I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cousins the throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's get that touch.
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Meanwhile, Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's a give to Herbert. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges did, and the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any broadcasting rules by declaring a game before it's over. But that puts him in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. He has a 2-possession game at this stage of the fourth quarter.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football, they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st and 10, Cousins. complete. Jefferson the target. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Throwing here, Cousins. Throw outside complete. That's Allen. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game. Not on the right side of a game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Fields throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Here he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Do this!
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So here's Fields. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the Titans. This remains an understatement. So not only did they get the win, but their offense was on fire in this ball game. So for Minnesota, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go.